Guys, it's Natalia and welcome back to Glossy Confidential. I'm here today with this makeup tutorial for you. It's a little bit different, it's a little bit bold and out there. I had absolutely no idea how this makeup was going to turn out when I sat down to film. I just knew I wanted to incorporate red. The rest just sort of appeared and I am loving it. It is dark, it is dramatic, it is smoky. Everything I love about makeup in one look. So if you would like to see how I got this deep, dramatic, vampy red makeup tutorial, then please keep watching. So to start off with, I'm just going to prime my eyes using the Lime Prime Eyeshadow Brightener. I really like this product. It's pretty much just a really good eye primer, but it's got a white base through it, so it's pretty much using your jumbo eye pencil in Milk from NYX. But this stuff just does not move, it doesn't smudge, it stays in place. And because I'm using quite bright colours, I do kind of want that lid to be as light as possible, so I am going to be applying this. I'm also going to be using a mixture of palettes today, just because not every single palette has got the shadows that I want in it, so it's kind of going to be a bit of a all over the shop tutorial, so I apologise for that. If you don't have these palettes, just see if you can substitute other products in for the colours that I'm using, although you probably wouldn't want to anyway because it's going to be a little bit crazy. I'm going to take Noble from the Vida Loca palette and I'm going to use that on a fluffy brush. I'm just going to bring that above the crease there just for a bit of a transition. This is sort of like a very neutral shade. It's not too warm and it's not cool. I actually really like this one. I'm then going to take Lyric, which is this shade here, and I'm just going to sort of put that one underneath the brow bone as a highlight. It's got like a hint of a sheen to it. It's not glittery, it's not 100% matte. So I'm going to blend it out later, so it's going to look a bit crazy now, but that's just to help the blending process. It's almost got like a pink duochrome through it. I'm going to go with the same brush. This is the 7 Deluxe Point Shader. I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade here, which is Vox in the palette. And I'm just going to sort of push that into the outer corner. I'm going to bring it into the crease just slightly. That's actually a really nice shade. I wish that was in the Shade and Light palette. That's gorgeous. It is a matte shade. Okay, I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is a 224 and just sort of blend that out between, well, wherever. Just blend. There's going to be a lot of blending to this today. Now I'm going to go in with the red. I almost expected this eyeshadow palette to have a bright red and it doesn't have the colour that I was after, unfortunately. So I have dug out my Sugar Peel. I'm going to go in with Love Plus and I'm just going to put that on the inner, well, pretty much all over. I'm going to kind of keep it more on the mobile lid. I'm just going to keep blending it up. Because I have got the white base, when I first applied it, it looks a little bit more pink, but just build it up to get that red shade. And I'm pretty much going to put that in the first, from the centre to about the 3/4 of the way in. So sort of just stopping there if I'm looking straight ahead, right at the end of my eyeball, like that little, the coloured part. Iris? I don't know. I'm not an eye surgeon, believe it or not. So we're just going to do the same on this eye. Now I'm going to take this shade from Makeup Forever. This is M846. It is a matte shade. It's a red, but it's not, it's a bit more of a deeper red. So I'm actually going to place that between the Love Plus and the outside shade there, just to sort of help blend it in. So you can see now I've almost lost that darkness, but that's okay because we're going to go back in. I'm going to go back in with that shade now and just start pushing it back in and start blending it up into the crease when you look straight ahead. I'm now going to go in with Rewind in the Vida Loca palette, which is a little bit of a deeper burgundy sort of shade, again on a fluffy brush, and just sort of bring that into the crease to start blending out between the red and the brown. Don't know how this is going to work. This could completely ruin it. But I'm going to go in here with Swoon, which is this pink shade. Literally just go tap off. That's it. Like, you can barely see the product. And just very lightly put that above the crease. Whoa, a bit too much that side. Add a bit more here. Just going to come in with a little bit of Bioderma and just clean up under here because there's quite a bit of fallout. So with my brows, because I am well due for a brow wax, I'm going to sort of keep them messy. I'm going to fill them in where they need to, but I'm going to sort of keep it more textured. So I'm just going to fill in spaces where I need to. Fill it in here. Brush it up. I really do not like the brush on this. They need to not do this. And then just bring down the tail a bit. Also under here, not much. Little hairs here and there. Brush it out. And then I will use the brow gel just to help add a bit of texture to them. So for foundation now, I'm just going to go and apply that and then sort of come back and do the under eyes and see where else I want to take this. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in Y415, and I'm just going to add 1 drop of the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. This actually adds a really nice fuller coverage. I really am loving this combination, so I'm just going to start applying that. I think I read somewhere, I don't know who, but the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation is actually designed to be pushed into the skin, like with a beauty blender. I think maybe a lot of people who don't, and I found this, that if they didn't use a beauty blender, they used a brush, they didn't seem to like the foundation. And I had that when I first got it. I used a brush and I didn't like the finish of it, but I use a beauty blender and I actually really love the coverage you get and the finish. I really love it. So that's what I'm using today. Can I find this? So for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Naked Skin Concealer. And just to set that, to make sure that it stays bright, I'm going to bake by using the Makeup Forever Ultra Super Matte Loose Powder. I'm going to put that under there to help brighten that area. It really helps brighten up that under eye area, and brightness is what I want today in particular. While that is baking, I'm just going to go set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. If you wanted to see how I sort of do this, I will link my full coverage foundation routine in the description box down below, so you can go and see all the products I use and particularly why and all that stuff. So while I'm still waiting for that to bake, I'm going to contour. And now I'm not going to be using a blush today. I'm going to be using sort of contouring and a bronzer maybe. I'm not going to be using a proper blush to add colour, because I think there's enough colour going on my face. So I'm really wanting to emphasize the contouring, bringing it up, blending it up into the cheekbones. It's going to look a bit crazy now. Wait till the end result and it will all make sense. Take a big fluffy brush and kind of just brush that all away, blend it out. For under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever shadow. Bring that right underneath my lash line, really close to the lash line. Then I'm going to go back in with that dark brown shade, Vox here, from the Vida Loca palette, and a very small smudgy brush, and just start smudging that out. I'm going to get 0 and put that in my waterline there, just to darken that up. I'm going to put a really thin line of liner on my top lash line. Then a really thin coat of mascara before lashes. And the lashes I'm going to put on are from Velour, and they are Lashaholic lashes. I'm going to do that off camera and I will be right back. So for highlight, I'm just going to go in with Champagne Pop because it's a little bit warmer. And I'm just going to start applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. And just with the blush brush, with no added product, I'm just going to just sort of blend that all together. I'm going to try a red lip because why not? This is... it's a bit too bright. Okay, so that one is, which to me is a little bit too red. So I'm going to go in with Vampiria as well. These are both from Kat Von D. To darken it up a bit. That's better. So that is those two layered. I don't know if I'd want to layer these two products again, but this is the colour that I wanted. So now I'm just going to put some glitter in the inner corner there and we will be finished. Put a bit of glitter glue right in the inner corner there. Just get a bit of the glitter right on top of that glitter glue. This is a Makeup Geek sparkler in Milky Way, I think. And that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed that. It's not for everyone, it's not an everyday look. Obviously, if you wanted to wear it every day, then go for it. If someone said to me, you can only choose one particular look to wear for the rest of your life, what would you choose? It would be dark smoky eyes with a dark vampy lip. I just love it. I really do, and I really love how this makeup look turned out. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have any tutorial requests or colour requests or anything that you would like to see me create, please let me know in the comment bar down below. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have a link to all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all in the description box down below. I'm also going to have a blog post which is going to have accompanying photos for this look and a list of all the products that I used. Will be listed on that in that blog post as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you guys have a fantastic week and I will talk to you soon.